Okay, let's unpack this. Look around you. You're probably listening to this on a mobile device, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe you've got a computer nearby.
hmm
Technology is so deeply woven into our daily lives, we often don't even think about it.
Until something goes wrong or you need a new one.
Exactly, until we're suddenly faced with uh, choosing a new phone plan, or a salesman starts talking about terabytes and processors.
Right.
It's like a secret language, and it can be really, overwhelming.
It definitely can feel that way.
So this deep dive is all about giving you the shortcuts, the surprising facts maybe, and the essential understanding to navigate this complex digital world with a bit more confidence.
And what's truly fascinating here is how that language, the jargon of technology, often becomes a barrier.
Hmm.
It can make us feel, well, powerless when we're trying to make smart choices about the tools we rely on every single day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So our mission today is to demystify that jargon, to equip you with the knowledge that transforms that confusion into confident comprehension. We'll explore everything from you know, the tricky details of phone contracts to the incredible evolution of computing, and even glimpse what the future of AI might hold.
Sounds good.
You should walk away not just informed, but hopefully empowered.
Okay, so let's kick things off with a scenario many of us can probably relate to. Imagine you've just landed in a new country, right? And suddenly your phone won't connect to the local network.
Oh yeah, instant headache.
Instant headache, right. Our first source drops us right into that situation, presenting a fundamental choice many of us face: prepaid or monthly.
That's a classic entry point into the mobile maze. When you're trying to get connected, you're typically looking at two primary types of plans.
Okay.
A prepaid plan means exactly what it sounds like. You pay for your minutes or data before you use them.
Right, like topping up.
Exactly. You might buy a top-up card with a certain amount, and once those minutes or data are gone, you need to buy more. It's excellent for budgeting, really,
Oh.
and avoiding bill shock
Mm,
because you never spend more than you've actually put in.
makes sense.
On the flip side, a monthly rate plan operates on a postpaid model. You use the service throughout the month, and then at the end, you receive a bill for everything you've consumed.
Okay, the standard bill.
Yeah. These often come with more inclusive features, maybe unlimited calls or texts, but the costs can fluctuate based on your usage if you go over your limits.
And often that monthly plan comes with a, shall we say, tempting offer.
Okay, neat.
Our shopper in the dialogue faces a hurdle. Their existing phone isn't compatible with the local 3G network. But then a salesman swoops in with an offer that seems too good to be true.
Yes, the classic.
Sign up for our 3-year plan, we'll throw in a handset for free. What's going on there?
Right. This scenario is just packed with crucial terms and a very common marketing tactic. First, compatible with.
Okay.
It simply means it works well or is suitable for use with something else. Like, our application is compatible with most smartphones.
Mm,
Or you might even say, socially, my roommate and I are just not compatible.
right, got it.
Here, the phone isn't compatible with the network, meaning it just won't connect. Then there's handset.
Which is just the phone itself.
Exactly, the device itself, the actual physical phone.
Oh.
To activate means to make a new service or device work for the first time.
Like activating a credit card?
Precisely. Your cell
Okay.
phone, new computer software, a credit card. And when the salesman says he'll throw in a handset for free,
Uh-huh.
he's including it at no additional charge with your purchase, or, more likely, your contract.
A free handset sounds amazing, but, well, as we all know, true generosity from a salesman can be rare.
You could say that?
So, when a deal feels that good, what's the first question that should pop into our minds?
Absolutely. The immediate thought should be, okay, what's the catch?
Right.
This phrase is crucial. It's basically asking for the hidden negative aspect, the subtle condition, or the less appealing detail that makes an otherwise attractive deal not quite as perfect as it seems.
Like if someone offers you a brand new sports car for free.
Yeah, you definitely ask, what's the catch? And the answer might be, well, the catch is that you can only drive it at night, or something like that.
Okay.
It's about uncovering those unspoken terms,
Yeah.
The salesman also tells the shopper they're in luck,
Which just means good timing.
pretty much. Good fortune or good timing. Often used when responding to a specific need like, oh, you need a size medium. You're in luck. I have the very last one.
But that free handset, it's rarely actually free, is it?
Not usually, no.
Our sources really highlight this. The cost of that device is almost always subtly amortized or spread out into your monthly payments over the contract's term.
Exactly. So you are paying for it, often more than its retail value, and you're locked into a longer commitment.
It's a classic marketing strategy. Sounds like a gift, but it's fundamentally a long-term loan baked into the plan.
Precisely. It's a really important insight for you as a consumer to keep in mind. And speaking of costs, our sources discuss this mega value $40 plan. Sounds great, right?
Yeah, promises the world. 900 anytime minutes, free mobile to mobile, 1,000 texts, unlimited evenings and weekends, and a rollover option.
Sounds amazing. But then you hear the additions.
Ah, yes, the fine
An
print.
activation fee, an emergency services fee, a monthly service fee, and, of course, any charges for extra minutes.
Suddenly doesn't sound like $40 anymore, does it?
Not quite.
Yeah.
It's easy to get lost in all those line items.
Yeah. Can you clarify that rollover option a bit more, and what exactly makes something a fee?
Sure. A rollover option is actually a fantastic feature when you can get it.
Yeah.
Any unused minutes or data from one month carry over to the next.
Oh, nice.
So if you have, say, 500 minutes in your plan and only use 400, those remaining 100 minutes don't just vanish, they roll over, giving you 600 minutes for the following month.
So it gives you some flexibility.
Exactly. More flexibility and value. As for a fee, that's a specific charge for a service provided, not for a physical product you can hold or touch. You pay a fee for account maintenance, for professional advice, or for a connection service like that emergency services fee. But you buy a tangible item, like, I don't know, a bottle of water.
Gotcha. Service versus product.
It's a crucial distinction when you're looking closely at your bill.
That distinction really puts those value plans into perspective. It seems like these subtle financial structures highlight how much mobile plans can vary.
Hugely.
And it's not just the financial models. Our sources also reveal some striking cultural differences in how we actually use our phones in different parts of the world.
Oh, yeah. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's truly fascinating how different regions approach mobile plans and mobile etiquette.
Oh, so?
Well, while monthly plans are really common in the U.S., often tied to, credit card availability and robust credit systems,
Right.
many other places, particularly in developing economies, lean heavily towards prepaid, pay-as-you-go options,
Why is that, do you think?
often due to different banking infrastructure, maybe less access to credit, or simply a cultural preference for greater budget control.
Ah,
No surprise bills that way.
that makes sense.
It really raises an important question for you listening. What's more common and culturally accepted where you are?
That discussion of how we pay makes me wonder, how else do our approaches to mobile usage differ globally?
Well, our sources uncovered a really fascinating cultural insight related to just answering the phone.
Oh.
Yeah. In the U.S., answering a phone during a meeting is often seen as quite rude, right?
Generally, yeah.
Largely because voicemail is so ubiquitous you figure you can just call back later.
Sure.
But in places like China, it's frequently considered polite and respectful to answer immediately. Voicemail might not be as universally available or relied upon.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It really makes you think about how deeply our tech habits are shaped by where we live and how we might, inadvertently cause offense without even realizing it.
Totally. Okay, moving from the devices in our pockets to the machines on our desktops, let's talk computers.
All right.
We've all been there, right? Your computer starts slowing down, acting up, and you think, ugh, it's broken.
The dreaded slowdown.
You take it in for repair, only to be told it's not actually broken, just too old. And then, of course, comes the upsell.
That's such a classic scenario. And the repair person is often speaking a truth that's, well, hard to hear. The computer isn't necessarily broken like a snapped part,
Right.
but it's become obsolete.
Obsolete, so basically outdated.
Exactly. It means it's no longer useful or in use or maybe even supported by software updates because something newer, faster, or better has replaced it.
Okay.
It's not just technology either. Think about obsolete words like thy or thine in modern English.
Oh, okay.
What's particularly insightful here, though, is the concept of planned obsolescence.
Plan, meaning intentional.
Sometimes, yeah. It's where products are arguably designed to become outdated or even fail within a certain time frame, subtly encouraging consumers like you to upgrade.
Wow. That has big implications.
Huge implications for our wallets and, frankly, the environment, creating this constant churn of new devices.
And the moment you hear obsolete, you know what's coming next. The salesman diving into a flurry of technical
Oh,
specifications.
yes. The jargon flood.
They hit you with phrases like 4 gigahertz processor with 16 gigabytes in RAM and a hard disk with 1 TB. For many of us, that's just letters and numbers.
Globally abstract.
I love the customer's response in our source. I have no idea what you're talking about. I just want to know if it's good and if I'll be able to play solitaire without the computer crashing or freezing all the time.
Yeah. It really captures the user experience, doesn't it? That disconnect.
It really does.
And it highlights the need to demystify these terms so you can make informed decisions. Let's try and break down those specs a bit. First, you hear prefixes like mega, giga, and tera. These are just numerical prefixes for units of measurement.
Like kilometers or kilograms.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
But here they apply to things like bytes for storage or hertz for processor speed.
Yeah.
They indicate increasing size. Mega is smaller than giga, which is smaller than tera.
Okay, so tera is the biggest of those three.
Right. And each step up represents roughly a 1,000-fold increase. So a terabyte isn't just a lot of storage. It's approximately 1,000 gigabytes.
Wow.
Or 1,000,000 megabytes.
Yeah.
That's enough space to store, I don't know, hundreds of hours of high-def video or tens of thousands of high-res photos. A digital library, really.
Okay, that puts it into perspective. So what about the other bits the salesman mentioned? Processor, RAM.
Right. The processor, or CPU, is often called the computer's brain.
Okay.
It determines its speed and ability to carry out instructions to process information, but its power isn't just about the speed number, the gigahertz or gigahertz.
Oh.
Modern CPUs have multiple cores. You can think of them like multiple mini brains working together.
Right.
So a 4 gigahertz quad-core processor, meaning 4 cores, will generally outperform a 4 gigahertz single-core chip significantly, especially when you're doing lots of things at once.
Like having multiple tabs open.
Exactly. Or running demanding software. And then there's RAM, random access memory.
RAM. I hear that one a lot.
Think of RAM as your computer's short-term working memory,
Mm-hmm.
like a desk. The more RAM you have, say, 16 gigabyte, which is quite a lot,
Yeah.
the more applications and files your computer can keep open and quickly accessible without slowing down. It's crucial for smooth multitasking.
Okay, so RAM is like the working space.
And finally, the hard disk or hard drive is where all your data is stored permanently.
Like photos, documents.
Your operating system, programs, documents, photos, videos, everything. So a 1 PB hard drive, that's a significant amount of permanent storage space.
Got it. And what about when it just stops working? Freezes and crashes?
Ah, yes. Those frustrating moments when a computer freezes or crashes mean it suddenly stops responding or functioning altogether.
Super annoying.
Very frustrating, especially if you didn't save your work.
Tell me about it. It sounds like the salesman is really building up to his pitch here, using phrases we hear all the time in these situations.
Right.
He says technology is ever-changing, and the customer, kind of seeing the sales pitch coming, says, okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah. Reading the room.
Then the salesman promises the new PC is top of the line. What's the real meaning behind these common expressions?
These phrases are incredibly common, yeah, not just in tech sales. Ever-changing just means constantly or always changing and progressing.
Like the weather.
Exactly. Just like the ocean is ever-changing or fashion is ever-changing. Technology is always advancing, always becoming something new.
Okay.
When the customer says, I know where this is going, they're expressing that they understand the direction the conversation or the situation is taking.
Right. They anticipate the sales pitch.
Precisely. Often implying awareness of someone's motive or the inevitable outcome. You might even use it in a relationship context, like, I don't know where this relationship is going.
Ah, okay. And top of the line just means the best.
Pretty much. The best of the best, the highest quality, most advanced, or maybe most expensive model available at that moment.
So usually for electronics or cars.
Generally, yeah. It typically applies to electronics, cars, motorcycles, indicating the premium option in a product range. Not usually people or, say, art.
But top of the line today is often, well, middle of the road tomorrow, isn't it?
That's the nature of ever-changing tech, yeah.
So how do we navigate that constant churn without feeling pressured to just, overspend?
That's the key question. Our sources really emphasize understanding your own needs first.
Right. Not just buying the shiniest object.
Exactly. So if you're in the market for a new computer, you might wonder, Mac or PC. It's a big decision, and our sources touched on this. There are some clear distinctions.
What are the main takeaways there?
Well, it's a fundamental choice for many users, and both have their pros and cons. Macs are widely praised for their intuitive user experience, often described as easy to find and easy to use.
Okay, simplicity.
Right. They offer robust security, generally fewer virus vulnerabilities compared to PCs, and they come with powerful, well-integrated software for creative tasks like photo and video editing.
So good for designers, artists?
Often a favorite, yeah. Designers, artists, media professionals. On the other hand, PCs offer, well, unparalleled customization,
More choice.
a vast range of price points, and they generally dominate the high-performance gaming market. Much broader selection of hardware options, dedicated gaming components.
Okay.
So the choice often boils down to your specific workflow, your budget, and what you prioritize. That seamless integration of a Mac or the ultimate flexibility and maybe gaining power of a PC.
Makes sense. Okay, we've talked phones, we've talked TCs, decoding some of that jargon and the sales pitches, but let's maybe zoom out a little.
Good idea.
What does all this mean for us in the grand scheme of things? Our sources reveal just an incredible journey, from life before computers to a world that has been utterly revolutionized by them.
It really is staggering when you think about it. Life before widespread computing was, in many ways, fundamentally different.
How so?
Imagine relying on paper and pens for all your notes, books for every single piece of information you needed.
Wow. Libraries were key.
Absolutely. And waiting days, maybe weeks, for a letter to arrive from across town or across the world. Checking the weather meant buying a newspaper.
Right.
Simple tasks that we now do in seconds required a significant investment of time and effort. It was just a slower, less immediately connected world.
And then came the revolution, step by step.
Indeed. In the mid-20th century, the first computers were these massive machines filling entire rooms.
The ENIAC photos.
Exactly. Incredibly slow by today's standards, astronomically expensive, and exclusively used by large companies, governments, universities for complex calculations.
Not for playing solitaire.
Definitely not. But as technology progressed, they began to shrink. By the 1970s and 80s, we saw the birth of the personal computer.
The PC era begins.
Yeah. Visionaries like Steve Jobs at Apple and Bill Gates at Microsoft played pivotal roles in making these machines smaller, faster, and crucially affordable and easy to use for everyone. That brought them into homes and workplaces.
A huge shift.
Then, in the 1990s, came the Internet. Another monumental shift.
Changed everything.
A vast, interconnected global network linking computers worldwide, allowing for the instantaneous sharing of information. Suddenly, answers were available in seconds. Google, Yahoo, eventually Wikipedia.
Information overload begins?
Kind of. And email transformed communication, making it instant and global. This fundamentally changed how students studied, how people worked, how businesses operated, everything.
And the journey didn't stop there, did it? We went mobile.
Not at all. In 2007, the introduction of the iPhone really ushered in the era of smartphones.
The pocket computer.
Essentially, yeah. Powerful small computers you could carry right in your pocket. They combine the internet, messaging, decent cameras, phone calls into one device.
And then apps.
Exactly. The explosion of apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram made them even more useful, turning our phones into these essential tools for communication, entertainment, navigation, learning, making the world feel smaller and more connected than ever before.
It's amazing. And for you, listening, especially if you're keen on learning, this entire technological revolution is just a massive advantage.
Oh, absolutely.
Our sources highlight how technology now actively helps people learn languages, like English, in countless ways.
The power is literally at your fingertips. You can immerse yourself in English by watching videos on YouTube, maybe with subtitles, or listen to engaging English deep dives like this one, which exposes you to natural conversation and vocabulary in context.
Sure.
Apps like Duolingo offer structured lessons, while flashcard apps, often with pictures and sounds, make learning vocabulary more dynamic and memorable.
The visual connection helps.
Definitely. Voice recognition software can provide instant feedback on your pronunciation, which is incredible. And online language exchange programs allow you to connect directly with native English speakers globally,
Practicing real conversation.
fostering real-world communication skills. It really raises an important question, though. How many of these incredible tools are you already using to enhance your own learning journey?
Good question to ponder. And the future. Well, it's ever-changing even faster now, isn't it?
Seems that way.
We're talking about AI, artificial intelligence programs that can apparently think and learn like a human.
Yeah, that's the goal, or at least the direction.
From helping doctors find diseases earlier to making teachers teach better, maybe making drivers stay safer. The possibilities seem immense and they're constantly expanding.
It's moving incredibly fast.
Our forces even hint at a future where we might see, I don't know, robots in our homes assisting with daily tasks or smart glasses showing us real-time information overlaid on the world wherever we look.
It's an exciting,
Yeah,
maybe slightly mind-bending prospect, yeah.
for sure.
But if we connect all this back to the bigger picture, with all these incredible and rapid changes, one thing really remains constant and crucial.
What's that?
Learning. Just
Mhm.
learning. Learning how to effectively use technology is becoming as fundamental and important as learning how to read and write used to be.
Wow, that's a strong statement.
Well, understanding these tools means you can work more efficiently, learn faster, stay connected with people across the globe, and critically adapt to an evolving world. It's not just about mastering a new gadget anymore.
Well,
It's about mastering a new way of engaging with information, with work, with each other, really, with the world itself.
so okay, from deciphering the fine print on your mobile plan and understanding the true cost of those free deals,
Mhm.
to breaking down complex computer specs like RAM and processors, and tracing the sweeping history of technology's impact on our daily lives, we've taken quite a deep dive into the digital world that surrounds
We've
us.
covered a lot of ground.
It's clear that technology isn't just about gadgets. It's really about connection, information, and a constantly evolving landscape of opportunity.
Absolutely. And ultimately, remember that computers and technology, they aren't just machines. They are powerful, transformative tools.
Right.
So for you listening, we really encourage you to use them actively, thoughtfully, and maybe critically too.
How so?
Well, whether it's watching videos to improve your comprehension, listening to deep dives like this one to expand your knowledge, utilizing apps to build new skills, or connecting with others online to broaden your horizons.
Yeah.
Every time you engage with technology, you're not just using a tool, you're also learning new skills and actively shaping your future.
That's a great way to think about it.
Which I guess raises one final important question for you to consider. Beyond what we've discussed today, how will you consciously leverage these ever-evolving tools to grow, learn, and succeed in your own life and your own endeavors?